Good morning. I'm gonna try to do another 30-minute painting. See if I can get it right this time. Last one was so. Good morning, Sonia. How are you? Let's see what happens this time. Kind of got my leg all in a weird spot, but I'll give it a go. Hopefully I don't drip on my leg here. Let's try not to do that. Get a little bit of, a lot of water. We're gonna have to wipe that off a little bit. A little carry away. Good as to be expected, I suppose. I'm gonna grab a little bit of tiny corner of black. Don't know what the picture's gonna look like today. Camera readjusted itself. So we're gonna put that over. A little bit of blue. Let's just maybe put that right in there. Grab some white. I'll put that right up in there too. A little bit more white. I think right over here. Just grab a bunch of white. Go really light over there. Go a little dark over here. Something like that. It doesn't really matter. Just a background. And grab a little bit of white. There you go. Keep some of that blue on her. I'm just gonna bring this down here. Some more white. Something like that, I think. That'd be good. Tiny touch of the mid-tone blue here. I think it's cerulean blue, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at it lately. It's been on my palette for a couple of weeks, so, or at least a week. Let's do something like that. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, a little bit darker right up in here, I think, right about here. Yeah, we're just gonna bring that up. We're gonna blend it all out real quick. Let's rinse that brush. And we'll just kind of bring a little bit of that in there. Maybe a little touch of white right up in here, I think. It's a little older paint. It should be okay though, I think. Rinse that brush off. It's a big brush. Let's get that blue out of that. Well, I'll leave it in there too long. Yeah, let's go with this one. Oh, that one needs to be in the water. I'm gonna take my brown, just a touch of brown, put it in my blue. Just a little bit. Tap that out on my palette here. And I don't know, something right in here. like that. Bring those out of there. Now, lose that stuff. This is just some background, something kind of hiding back there, I think, a little bit. Not really concerned about a super perfect picture here right yet. We're just kind of put it in the stuff in the bag. Make you think there's actually something back there. Get a bit more brown. I think it's actually umber, but that's okay. And something like that. Just bring that down in the bottom. And kind of mix out the bottom just a little bit. Right in here too, I think. Yeah, I think that'd be right. Maybe a little taller on this side. Yeah, let's go up a little bit more. Let's grab just a touch more blue. Go up a little bit more. Yep, gotta tap that brush out. Get those bristles to separate a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. That's better. Got a nice background going. It's a tiny touch. Let's grab a little bit of this white that's got a tiny touch of my blue in it. I don't know. Maybe we'll put a little something back here. Something like that. Rinse that off. Should have a little flat here somewhere. Yep. Little skinny one. Just gonna tiny touch of black over here and put a little bit of blue in it. Maybe a tiny touch of brown. Gonna make a really dark color. A little bit of a green tint to it. And we'll just take a peek here and maybe we got a few things back here. Oh, that's pretty heavy. Let's grab a little bit of touch of white. Soften that up just a tiny bit. That brush is really thick. Oh, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. Just grabbing the stuff that's on my towel here. Try to keep my hand out of your way, but this camera is just a little bit further than that paintbrush away. Grab my big brush again. Remember where I put it? It's right there. I think it's still wet. Let's just kind of soften that out. Get a little softer in there. Just want the tips of those trees. The background. Something like that. I don't know. I kind of feeling. Sure. Why not? Grab some brown. Yeah, grab a touch of red ochre in it. Tiny touch of black mixed in there. Oh, I don't know. Gray in here, maybe. I'll make that pretty steep. Rinse that just a tiny bit. A little bit more brown. Tiny touch of white. I don't know, like right in here. Something like that. Won't think too much about it. Gonna go darker. The other side. Could do this with a palette knife, I suppose, if I wanted to. But it's too much like work. I go into that little bit of that light color that I had in the front there. Maybe a tiny touch grayer. Like right on this side, maybe. Right in there. Something like that. My light blue. Grab a splotch of this white. Start by putting a kind of a light color there. I don't know. Something like that, maybe. A little bit more white. We'll keep that on that edge. On the top. Thinking something like that. Rinse that brush off. It's been a while since I painted, so I'm a little rusty. A little bit. Go into some blue. Yeah, go a little darker, maybe. Yeah, grab a little bit of brown in it. I think something should be right in here. Thank you. I don't have a whole lot of practice, as I was saying. Go a little blue. like right in here. Nice. That's cool. I'm hoping to graduate from the walker back to a cane eventually too. That's a good thing, right? So I think I'm going to grab a smaller brush. It's a little thick for me. And now I still have one sitting here somewhere. So there we go. I'll just get that a little bit wetter. Good to your mom. That's good. It's always nice when you can walk without too much trouble. I can't really say that right now, obviously. But hey. I'm young. How are you? We'll go up a little bit higher right here. Ooh, what do I got? Something. Right in here, I think. And we're just put up, excuse me, put a bunch more little branches right up in here. Something like that. I'm not worried about this being super thick right here because we'll probably add a bunch of white to it. So it's going to look a little different anyway. Where did I put that? Right there. Let's go into the blue. Kind of jumping all over the place, but gave myself a time limit today. Let's see if I can get close to it. I still have the ever popular taxes to go do. Lucky me. go back into that. Excuse me. The other brush. I'm gonna go. Let's go kind of a brown. A little bit of a brown. Maybe a tiny touch of black in it. Make sure I break up those bristles pretty good. And just kind of add a little something to the top. Don't get too thick. Just really want it on the very top. I'm not worried too much about the lower stuff. It's not really going to be anything. Spectacular to look at on the bottom down there, but that's all right. A little bit of white right in here, I think. Oh, I don't know what we should do. We should take this brush, I think, and go into a little bit of black. Maybe a touch of blue in it. A touch of brown. I know, weird colors, but hey, whatever. Just a tiny speck of white. And I think right about here. Oh. Yeah, somewhere's right in here. And go into a little bit of white, tiny touch of blue in it. Sue's upstairs. Nick's working. Do that. I'm off for a little while. Hoping to get back this week, but we will see how well that goes. If I can argue with a few people about getting back to work. Carolyn's working. I don't see Robert all that often. I guess they're doing okay. Alexis will be here later. I'm going to add just a tiny touch of blue to that back there. I want that to kind of get in the background a little bit. Let's take a big brush. Go into my blue again. Ooh. Big streak of brown on my brush right here. A little bit different color. Let's go with that one. I'll take my brush, rinse that out. Not too super clean, but let's grab a little bit of the white. We'll just kind of gonna go into my white, tiny touch of blue. Just a little bit more blue. This is going to be pretty rudimentary, but you know, you get the idea. Let's go into my blues. No, no, I don't think so. It's nice that they miss me. Oh no. We made sure everything was covered. I'll be back in, probably be back in tomorrow. I know, I shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. Because let's face it, that's how I am. Well, let's grab the little brush. A tiny one. Tiny touch of blue in it, but not much. Mostly white. And let's do something right here. A little darker blue. And a little bit of black. Tiny touch of white. Yeah, it's a big facility. Seems like a waste that it was sitting there empty. It's actually one of the busiest stores that I work in Rutland. Well, yeah, wouldn't think it would have came out unscathed. There's a lot of undesirable presence down that way. If that makes sense to anyone. Let's grab some blue, some white. Let's go ahead and put the shadow in here. Something like that. There, some blue, touch of black. Let's turn kind of a gray color. A bit of white. Let's just grab the white. Going a little bit of dark color right here. I'm gonna just maybe sharpen up that tree just a tiny bit with some dark. We'll go back and add a little bit of white. I'm out of time, so I'll just kind of, I don't know, maybe dab something right in here. A little something like that. I think that will do it. Maybe let me just add a little. Might ruin it. We'll see. Yeah, that works for me. Let's finish this up. Put a signature on it real quick. And there we go. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. For all of you who are sitting here watching in the video, I do appreciate you stopping in. I'm trying to get back here more and more often. I will try. It's difficult, but I will give it a go. And I hope to see y'all soon. You will. Oh, you want me to pull the tape off? I can do that if you want. I wasn't going to, but just because you asked politely, not. But we'll take it. Give me a second. Let me just wipe out this ball here before I do too big of a mess. Let's pull some tape. Sure. I haven't been doing that, have I? I didn't really tape this to the backing, so it may or may not stay where it's sitting. And that's stuck to my hand. There we go. Yep, this time I managed to do it, but I ruined my glove. No paint on my hands this time. Took me about half hour to get it off my hands the other day. It was under my fingernails and everything. But there you go. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see y'all soon. Ow! Whoops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to scream in your ear. I bumped my knee into the easel. And I tore my meniscus, so it doesn't like being run into things. See you soon.